get a place on his feet. I would now request our advisor, Sri Moina Krai, to introduce the evening, where the ship Andis slowly started to move towards Latin America from Paris.
Ladies and gentlemen, today's event, Vijaya the Victorious, celebrates 100 years of Tagore and Victoria Ocampo, his Argentine admirer, who looked after Tagore for 58 days in a beautiful mansion in San Isidro, which is located in the outskirts of Buenos Aires, Argentina, and by the River Plata. During November-December 1924, when the poet had to stop in Buenos Aires for medical rest, while he was on his way to Peru to attend the centenary celebrations of independence. Victoria read Gitanjali in 1914 and said, "It fell like a celestial dew on my anguishing 24-year-old heart." She described Tagore's poetry as magical mysticism. She felt powerful echoes in Tagore's personal loving God, radiating happiness and serenity, unlike the demanding and vengeful God imposed on her childhood. Victoria got a spiritual awakening and literary inspiration from the great Indian philosopher-poet. The Platonic love of Tagore was reciprocated by the spiritual love of Victoria. Victoria was the muse of Tagore's poems in Purabi, in which he called her as Vijaya for Victoria and dedicated the poems to her. Tagore wrote, "For me, the spirit of Latin America will ever dwell incarnated in your person." Victoria responded, "You are and will always be India to me." Ladies and gentlemen, Dakshinan UK presents Vijaya the Victorious, 100 years on.
In 1961, Victoria Ocampo requested to write on Tagore for his centenary anniversary. She said, "I would like these words to reach the people from the country where Tagore was born and he passed away. It's the best way to write to him again a new letter, to talk to him now, like in that spring of 1924, full of flowers. He's very close to me because he helped me to pass from the unreal to the real. That is to the world of spirit." Shapunda, my volume on monitor needs to go up. Victoria Ocampo, May 1961. Vijaya the Victorious is an attempt to let the India and the world know Victoria's words as she requested.
আকাশ জুড়ে শুনিনু ওই বাজে, ওই বাজে। আকাশ জুড়ে শুনিনু
In 1914, Victoria got to know Tagore for the first time through the Gitanjali's French translations. It was for her important as a spiritual experience, and she wrote about it long in her book on Tagore's visit to San Isidro. I remember the moment and the exact spot where this took place, where I read Gitanjali for the first ever time. I was leaning against a white marble fireplace in a Roman Hollister in light grey silk. The house no longer exists, neither those who hurt me, nor does the poet who was bringing me the gift of tears. Not even the closest friend would have been able to do something about that the poet's writings did to me. The images which now live only in my memory will cease to exist together with it as easily, as irrevocably as all that has preceded them into nothingness. But the Gitanjali was the one that I was weeping on. San Isidro রাস্তায় লোক চলাচল, গাড়ির আওয়াজ, সাদা মকফলে মোড়া ড্রয়িং রুমে আমি আমার পিয়ানো টিচারের অপেক্ষা করছি। আমি অঝরে কাঁদছি, আমার সঙ্গে দাঁড়িয়ে আমার যৌবন। গীতাঞ্জলি খোলা, আমার পাশে সেই পিয়ানোর উপরে। The sea moved on, so did the sea ship Andis. রবীন্দ্রনাথের জীবনে শ্রাবণ মাসে সব তার কাছের মহিলারা এক এক করে ছেড়ে চলে যান, যেন কোন এক প্রত্যাশা নিয়ে প্রথম কদম ফুল হয়ে ফোটে পূরবী বা বিজয়ার নিত্য আসা যাওয়া।
বাদল দিনের প্রথম কদম ফুল করেছ দান। বাদল দিনের প্রথম কদম ফুল করেছ দান। আমি দিতে এসেছি
The very young Argentine writer Victoria Ocampo was 34 when she met Elmhurst, Tagore's secretary, at Buenos Aires. All this, that was an encounter of a close and a third kind, ladies and gentlemen. Was after a long, long journey of ill health on the South Atlantic Ocean. The overflowing bounty of thy grace comes down from the heaven to seek my soul, only wherein it had contained itself light that is raised from the stars, and the sun is fulfilled when it reaches my life. The ship slowly moved on as if it's moving on the ocean of tears. Its destination was not Peru, but somewhere else. And Tagore's future for the next 2 months rolled along this sea of tears.
অশ্রু নদী
Tagore wrote in 1939, a few years before leaving this world, 14 years after he'd been in Argentina. Time and again, my mind flies back to that veranda in San Isidro that I still recall quite vividly, quite exquisitely. I saw the festival of red and blue flowers glittering in the morning sun and the endless display of colors. I thought that the great river, those unforgettable moments, and her tender and compassionate care have been enshrined in my poems, Purubi, that I wrote on the ship way back from Buenos Aires. Ladies and gentlemen, they may well be amongst the best that I have written. I dedicate Urvashi the mother, nor daughter are you, nor bride. Urvashi, a woman you are, to revisit the soul of paradise. You go without a worry and without shame. Who can imagine that a king of splendor which created you would lie one day at your feet? The sea searches and surges up into a frenzy, but really waves the stars dropping to the sky, beats from the chain that leaps. Tiling breaks in your breast, and the blood dances in men's hearts and veins with sudden turmoil. O Urvashi.
নমো মাতা নমো কন্যা নমো বধূ সুন্দরী রূপসী হে নন্দনবাসিনী উর্বশী নমো মাতা নমো কন্যা গোষ্ঠে যাবে
the beloved poem of Puravi. Tagore's future in those 2 months was quite different. And Vijaya mortgaged her diamonds and her tyra to get the money for the house. Where was this love coming from? Years later, Gurudev and his secretary Elmhurst said, as if we were transported on a flying magic mat, we found ourselves in the midst of the solitude, the breeze and the natural beauty of San Isidro. But in order to stay at Miralrio really longer, since the initial week on which the house had been lented had ended, and Vijaya got the money, she leapt like a leopard. It was like the Guru Dakshina, ladies and gentlemen, the traditional gurus received after their teaching in India. That was Vijaya's Dakshina. To Tagore, he penned in darkness, the lonely man, the crazed seeker questions. Won't you explain, my soul of slight? My dear mother, my sun, my dawn, my evening, my night. Will you not explain? Someone explain to me the blazing sonnets of twilight. And now I have learned by heart your deep melodic harmony. The flute of death is at your finishing ground concert. The madman went on into the darkness of this beautiful night at San Isidro.
আধার রাতে একলা পাগল যায় কেঁদে। বলে শুধু বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে। একলা পাগল। অন্ধকারে অস্তরবি লিপি লেখা আমার তার অর্থ শেখা। অন্ধকারে অস্তরবি লিপি লেখা আমার তার অর্থ শেখা। তোর প্রাণের বাসি তান সে নানা, সে আমারই ছিল জানা। তোর প্রাণের বাসি তান সে নানা, সে আমারই ছিল জানা। আজ মরণ বিনা অজানা সুখ নেব ছেড়ে। বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে। আধারে রাতে একলা পাগল যায় কেঁদে। বলে শুধু বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে, বুঝিয়ে দে। আধারে রাতে একলা পাগল, আধারে রাতে একলা পাগল।
কোথায় সেই পাগল, কোথায় সেই সুর, কোথায় সেই খোঁজা? ঘরে ঘরে আজি কত বেদনায়, তোমারই গভীর বিরহ ঘনায়। এই যে বিরহ, এই বিরহ আসে কোত্থেকে? It came on the easy chair, it came on the air of the ship Andes from Buenos Aires, which was a default trip. He couldn't go to Peru to celebrate its centenary and its independence, but came back in the ink of a happiness and a darkness that seeped him. The best poems of his life, ladies and gentlemen, according to him, came in Purobi. At the riverside of San Isidro, Victoria wrote, when Geetanjali came to me in 1914, I stood there crying because my family hurt me. They were so unkind to me. I was a victim of violence. But these words came to me as a solace ফেরি অহরহ